Hi, welcome to the Code Beginners. We are going to learn to make a static website in a very short amount of time. So here we have our four files with Notepad, and that is HTML files: home.html, contact.html, about.html, videos.html, and this is basically a CSS file, cascade style sheet. So if you don't know what is HTML and CSS, just take a look at my previous videos, and that you will learn about HTML and CSS combinedly hardly in 21 or 22 minutes. So we are going to make a static website now. So for that, what we'll do, we need a home page. So in the navigation bar, we will be having four things: home, about us, contact us, and videos. These are four tabs in navigation bar, so we'll be needing four files, and one file here is a CSS file, a style sheet that will be needing for a design, you can say, or making some changes. So this is basic HTML structure. So what we are gonna do, first we're gonna see what we have on our home page. So we can see that there is a basic HTML structure and we have nothing on our page. So we are gonna go on our home page and giving it a title of home. Let's say home. Okay, so save this and let's see, this becomes home. All right, so now we're gonna say that, let's say in the body we are gonna need a header. So for that we will use div is basically used for a separate line. I mean, if whatever you will write inside the div and whatever you write in the next line of the code, this will not be mixed up with the same line, and it means that whatever you write inside the div, the ahead of it will be empty, the whole line will be empty. Okay, so here we are going to need a header. So before I will go on, I want to make sure that you know what could be the contents of a website. A website basically consists of a header, a navigation bar, an area for the main content, and in the end a footer. So I hope you know that. So after that, let's see what we're gonna do with that header. So basically, let's say that is my website. All right, so we're gonna need this div again, and for our navigation bar, for making our navigation bar, so we just copy paste this, and let's take it a small header this time. So we write here home, and let's say about, and the next is, let's say, contact us, and the next, let's say, videos. So refresh this. There you go, we have something like this. Now go on the home page and let's have a paragraph. Okay, the main content you can say. So h4 and h4, and there you can say heading number 1, this content something, heading 1, and let's copy paste this stuff right down here. So let's say we have 3 headings and 3 paragraphs on our main page, or you can say main area. Okay, so this is heading 3, this is heading 2, and now we're gonna need 3 paragraphs basically. So we do not need div now, so just simple p paragraph, and let's say I write here something. Let's say I write here something to make a paragraph, and copy paste all this stuff again and again to make it a paragraph to save time. All right, so just copy paste, keep copy pasting until and unless you reach and you think you make a paragraph. So this is an example. You will write your own paragraph, whatever you want the content in your website. So let's copy paste this paragraph. Okay, so yes, and paste it right here inside the other headings, right? So for the third heading I will also do the same. And now what we will need, we'll be needing a footer, you can say. Yes, I need a footer. A footer is something, you can say, that is in the end of the website, like on which you show your copyrights or all the rights are reserved or something like this, the text something like this. Okay, so let's say I write here all rights are reserved in 2016 something, all rights reserved. So now refresh this. So this is something like you will have on your website. So we'll come on the design later. So let's make other four pages. So the next is contact us. So what we're gonna write here contact us, because that is basically the title of our, tab name of our page, of web page. So now in the body, just copy paste the stuff, uh, like from the home page. To save the time, div, we need a main header, and that will be something like this. Okay, so the div, and there you will write div, right, like this. So here I'll write contact us, and in the end I'll be needing a one paragraph as an example. So I'll copy paste one paragraph from here. Okay, so yes, just copy paste this here, and I'll be needing a footer too. So what I will do, I'll just copy paste that footer from the previous file. Yes, so take the footer from here. Yes, so save this and see what we have on our contact us page. Yes, so this is something like this. So now what we are gonna do, we're gonna make an about, and for that purpose just copy paste all this stuff to save the time. And about, you will be just changing, minor changing, you will write here about, and here you will write about. So we are missing something, and that is our navigation bar. So we're gonna need the navigation bar here. So what we'll do, we'll just copy paste this to about us and contact us, to both of them. So we will just copy paste this, just copy paste this here, and we're gonna do the same thing for the videos. Okay, so just come here, just copy paste this, save this, and don't forget to save this, because if you will not save your work, it will not work the same way as you will want it to work. Okay, so what we are gonna do, just save all this stuff. So now we are gonna use a concept that will, that you will call it as class and ID concept in CSS. So we're gonna use here the classes. So we're gonna write here class is equal to header, for header, and we're gonna write here class is equal to nav, navigation, for navigation bar, and we are gonna write here class is equal to footer, for footer. So just save this, and we are gonna do the same task in the rest of our files like this, as navigation nav, and simply in the end we'll give that a class of uh, footer. So the question must be arise in your mind that why we haven't given it a id, why we have given it a class. So the answer to your question is that id is always a unique thing. We use it for unique purposes. So class is not unique, so we can use it for multiple you know selectors. So right here we are using it for multiple things, multiple headers and multiple navigation bars and multiple footers. So that's why we are using class here in spite of id. Hope the concept of this thing is clear to you now. All right, so don't get yourself confused with these things, these little minor and tiny things. So we'll write here class is equal to footer, and we'll do the same thing with our last videos file. So we are almost done with our final file, so footer, and just save this. So now what we will do, we will just go to our css file and change the footer of each, header. First come to header and take the header to text align center. Sorry, we haven't done one thing, and that is basically linking the HTML file to the CSS file. We haven't linked our CSS file with our HTML file yet. So for that purpose we will just use link tag. Link is a self-closing tag, and inside this link tag I'll write here rel relation is style sheet, that telling the browser that is basically this is the style sheet. And after that we'll be writing here type, that is equal to text slash css, and in the end the final thing is href is equal to the style sheet file name that you have on your notepad, that is style sheet 1. So now just save this and copy paste this link to link tag to all the rest of our files which we require to connect with CSS. So whatever we will do with the design, so that changes must occur to every web page. So for that purpose we are saving this link to each file. Save this. So now come to the CSS file. Now is the time to do all the things like this. So just copy paste this and change this to dot footer, and now the navigation bar dot nav, and what we need to do, the margin hyphen left must be auto, and the margin hyphen right also must be auto. So now save this, just come here, refresh this, nothing happened. So let's see where we have committed the mistake. So if we go to the CSS file, most probably yes, this must be stylesheet1.css. You have to completely name the file including the extension exactly. So you have to write the file name with its extension. For example, if the extension is HTML, you have to write the .html, and if this is CSS, then you have to write the .css. So what we'll do, we will write .css with each and every file. So we'll save it, and with the about, save it, oh sorry, .css, and save it. And we will do the same with the video, and that will be .css, and then simply save it. Now we'll open our CSS file, and that is here. So save this. So all the files are correctly linked. So now refresh this. There you go. You can see that you have centered your header, navigation, and footer, and so on the other pages. If you refresh them, you can see this. So the next step that we need to do is to connect all this, home, about, contact us, videos with the respected files. So for that purpose, what we will do, we'll just go to the home page. We will just go here and just connect that home using a tags. href is equal to home.html, that is basically the file name, and cover it up with the a tags. Simply a tag again and giving the path href is equal to about.html, and cover it up with the a tag. Alright, so the next is contact us. So simply href is equal to contact us .html. So this is not case sensitive, so don't worry about that. If you write the capital letters or small letter, it doesn't matter. So after that, what you are required to do, this is the next videos. Yes, you need to cover it up with the a tags. Okay, so href is equal to videos dot html. So just save this, and to save time, what we will do, just copy this line to all other three files. Just copy this, just take this line as it is to the contact us, and just replace this line here and save this. Don't forget to save, because if you will not save your work, then things won't work the required way. So just select this, copy paste, and save this. Now the next is videos, the last one. Now you will just go there, paste it, save your work. Now your website is working perfectly. Refresh this. Sorry, we have done something wrong. So let's see what is wrong with this. Oh yes, we have not closed. Yes, we have not closed that a tag, right? So if we close this, and we need to simply do it for all of them. So finally we are done closing our tags. Now refresh this, save this, refresh. Now there you go, you are done. You are done with your each and every page. So now just cross these extra pages. Now this is your website, alright? So you want to go on about, you can go by clicking there. You want to go on contact us, you can go by clicking on contact us. You want to go on videos, click here, you will come here. So about, that is basically you're gonna need to change here that header. and right here videos simply. So save this, refresh this. You are on videos, home. You wanna go home. There you go home. You about contact us videos. So your website is dynamic. Sorry, your static website is fully functional. So thanks for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to my channel.